as you make yourself comfortable and begin to relax, you might notice that there's a certain sense to how the world holds you. Like how a gentle mist knows exactly how to wrap around every branch and stone, noticing all the cracks and edges, and yet never forcing its way. And maybe as the sounds drift around you, you can allow yourself to settle just a little more, simply by being curious about how comfort can appear, even in surprising moments. And some people find, as the day turns to evening, or as rain touches a window, a small part of their mind begins to turn inwards naturally, exploring what it needs most right now, at a pace all of its own. And as you make this time for yourself in a safe, quiet space, those little signs of comfort, perhaps in your breath, in your shoulders, or the way the seats support you, can allow you to relax deeply as you just listen. And as that mist hangs in the still air, you can imagine how with every passing moment it becomes just a little thicker, a little softer, layering gently over everything it meets. There's no rush, only the easy deepening of softness and relaxation. Just like the breath can lead you comfortably deeper into this experience of being here, now. And the world outside might pause for a moment as your attention settles, and you notice how your mind can allow pockets of safety to unfold unexpectedly. And in that growing hush, perhaps images float by of distant hills, of quiet streams, knowing that each new layer of comfort follows in its own time. And you know, sometimes people believe that the world judges with harshness, that any mistake can call down thunder. And yet in this gentle mist, even the sharpest stones lose their edges, softened until their forms are held so lightly, you almost forget what they once were. The mist doesn't punish the ground for being uneven. It simply rests softly wherever it lands, embracing every part without question. And maybe when someone learns fear, it's because long ago someone else thought punishment was the answer. But not all answers fit, do they? And just as water finds many routes to the sea, the mind can discover new paths of response, even around old habits. And even now, you might notice how a part of you has always longed for understanding instead of judgment, for the freedom to trust yourself to grow and change without threat. And there's an old story of a Scottish village wrapped in a perpetual fog. The legend was The fog kept the people inside, afraid of an unseen punishment. And one woman stepped outside just once and felt how the fog only made the world softer. The old fear belonged to the stories, not to the mist itself. And soon the villagers learned that what they'd avoided for so long was in fact the very thing keeping them gently shielded. And imagine what it's like now as compassion seeps into those old patterns, soothing every memory, every echo of anxiety. Being kind to yourself is not a loophole, it's a model of how the world operates. And when you fear being punished, you're simply wanting acceptance, seeking reassurance like roots reaching for water. And you can remember a time when the comfort grew from within, not as a reward for perfection, but simply because you needed it. And there's some part of you, even now, that can welcome this gentle kindness with each breath. And you begin to notice over the next few days subtle shifts, a softness in your thinking, an ease in responding to challenges without that old tremor of dread. And each time you reflect, the world is just mist, neither punishing nor demanding. And in this space, your mind integrates safety and understanding, carrying forward the ability to choose curiosity over fear. And now, as the mist begins to thin, your awareness of the present moment can gradually return. Noticing how the shape of your body in the room, the ordinary feeling of the air around you, maybe even the faintest sounds in your environment, remind you that every part of you is welcome. As you recall your ability to move forwards comfortably, you can bring with you this sense of calm and gentle reassurance, knowing that the world outside is just landscape, not judgment, simply experience, ready for your presence. And when you feel ready, perhaps taking a long, easy breath, letting lightness return to your fingers and toes, ready to open your eyes, you can find yourself awakening, feeling refreshed, alert, and quietly confident. And in the coming days, you may notice yourself responding to old triggers with an unexpected calm and recognizing your capacity to allow gentle acceptance to grow. And all this can happen naturally, simply by recalling the feeling of moving softly through your life, trusting that you're safe to be yourself. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. You've taken a wonderful step for your well-being. And if this session has been helpful, you can return to it whenever you wish, or perhaps explore other journeys on this channel. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.